Welcome to another exciting and informative episode of PHAKISA. I'm your host, Leratoza, and I'm coming to you from the gorgeous city of Pietermaritzburg, KwaZulu-Natal. Now, I'm here to check out exactly how a program called Youth Jobs in Waste works. This program gives job opportunities in the waste management sector and skills to unemployed youth. Let's check out what's Lengani Zenzani. Babsipo, thank you so much for joining us, Lapagu PHAKISA. Would you broadly define the Youth Jobs in Waste program?
Thank you for the opportunity, Lerato. The Youth Jobs in Waste program, it's a program developed by the Department of Environmental Affairs, primarily to address three critical areas of our socio-economic issues. One is to ensure that it addresses the issue of unemployment of youth. The second one is to ensure that it assists municipalities to address their infrastructure backlog. And then the third one, to create awareness around environmental issues in South Africa.
How does it address or relate to the current environmental policy in South Africa?
It assists the communities through this program to be educated around issues of recycling, to be educated about issues of source separation of waste at source, and also to ensure that the communities are aware about the significance of handling their waste in a proper manner.
How many youth have been involved in Youth Jobs in Waste program?
The program has, over the last 4 years, employed plus minus 2,000 youths.
Now, from the agency side, what challenges did you come across since the implementation of the project?
The challenges that we have observed throughout the implementation is that the program cannot accommodate every youth. Secondly, is that it is not all the municipalities that were ready for the program. So we had to do a lot of training, we had to do a lot of interaction with municipalities so that they could see the benefit of this program to themselves.
If there is youth out there that is watching the program and they're interested in being part of the Youth Jobs in Waste program, how do they go about enrolling?
There will be adverts by the municipalities calling on youth to apply for this opportunity. Okay. And then the criteria obviously would be age. They must be less than 35 but above 18 years. They must all have completed at least a minimum of a matric qualification.
Lastly, Babsipo, let's talk about the sustainability of this project. Where do you see it going forward?
Sustainability-wise, the project has been ongoing for the last 4 years or so. And based on the successes of the program, we foresee the program continuing beyond now. And also benefiting more youths that some of them are still currently at school. A very sustainable program in that aspect.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and for the amazing information that you gave us. We look forward to seeing this program grow in leaps and bounds.
It's more than a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Project ENA is started as a value-adding industry project through Department of Environmental Affairs. Basically, there is a project called Working for Water program where we cutting the alien invasive plants. So, those plants really anything. This project takes it from there, taking those alien invasive species plants and then manufacturing furniture out of them. Department of Environmental Affairs. When we get the orders, we need to manufacture those desks and then deliver them. Then Department of Environmental Affairs get the income, and then that income is that one that funds this project. You get a harvesting project there where it's more cutting the alien invasive plants. We're focusing on blue gum, poplar, and pine. So recata those alien plants already harvested at the factory as big logs. And then Hadifita Mona, we take them through to the wet mill site. Wet mill site is where we plank them, make them into a plank format. And then from there we dry them. We've got the killings, either a solar killing or the humidified killing. That's where we dry the planks. And then when they are dry, they need to come into the dry mill section. That's where we're making the furniture. We've got a project advisory committee that sits on a quarterly basis. We consult with the committee and we get the unemployment list from them, and then we do interview the people. But then we're focusing on the unemployed women, youth, and then the disabled people. The participants do receive training. We currently have a program that is funded by Department of Public Works, the furniture making training. So what we do, we send our applications for training to Public Works, and then they do fund the skills programs. But we do have, again, the internal operational budgets that we use for operational training. That is basically your task-related training, life skills, and the contractor development. The major challenge in our eco-furniture program is the dry wood, because if we don't have wood, we can't make any desk. The future of this program is obviously being sustainable. We want to explore more products, get the market as well, and then hopefully we'll get another order from basic education so that we can put more kids behind the desk, moreover, and providing employment for the people.
We are gonna get how that changed from a problem into something useful. Thank me later, Mzansi. Okamanje sisaya etolo, siyabuya khona manje, unganyakazi. Bakithi sesifike ku landfill yaseMsunduza municipality, and we're gonna check out how things work here. I'll be honest with you. The sight and scent of this place, OMG, it's very unpleasant. Kodwa ngizoba strong. Kodwa manje, let's talk quickly to Pat Reddy, who's going to give us a provincial overview of how the Youth Jobs in Waste program works. Pat Reddy, thank you so much for joining us here on PHAKISA.
Thank you for having us on the program.
Please tell us more about the Youth Jobs in Waste program.
We have them in 50 municipalities.
Yes.
And altogether, there's about 950 youth in the whole province. We have them in different categories, which they are being trained in. One is the education and awareness, which they go out to the communities, schools, the informal settlements, the informal traders, businesses, and then to go out as well is to inform them, educate them how to do good waste management, how to do recycling, and also the most important is to keep the environment clean.
Imoto mayifika la fanele uyihlola ukuthi akukho yini amabhodlela
ngisebenzisana ukuthatha la ukusa le phezulu.
Kukhona ama-payloader nama-truck awu-2 awuthathayo lo dodi awusele phezulu la chithwa khona. Makufika lapha phezulu usufike sokuchitha kunedoza nekhethi lapha sonke yayisogqina. Akuvumelekile ukuthi uhlale nje ingane uvulekile phakathi.
How effective has this program been in KZN?
When we started the program, it was meant to run for a year. And since the program is starting to improve good waste management within the municipalities, we extended it and it's in the 3rd year now.
In rolling out the program, what challenges did you face and how did you improve them?
Getting the right candidates for the job. We wanted to get the gender balance, and that was very important. We got the gender balance, and I think very important, the other aspect which the department concentrates on disabled people. So that we encompass everybody in there. So that was one of the challenges, to make sure we got the right people into the job and to also make sure that we encompass everybody. But the other big factor is, as you know, KZN is a vast area. We have to make sure our communication channels are quite clear. We do random visits to all the municipalities. When I mean all, most of them, I alternate at different times to visit the municipalities to also see that the youth are being mentored properly. They are given a support system. And then that is where our implementing agent, Cabo Kedi, makes sure that the program runs well. Any shortfalls, shortcomings are also addressed by them.
Lastly, please tell us what will become of the mentees once they're done with the program.
They have been given the skills now. There are a number of municipalities who have found some of the youth who have been very receptive to the program, and they've taken them into the program. But however, we still need to take that next step further to make sure that we can continue looking at opportunities for them into the job market.
Thank you so much for your information, and good luck with the rest of the project.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me on the show.
Hi guys, my name is Raberani Madura. I'm here to do something special, a garden in a box. You can have your own little garden without space problem. You can get this at a nursery, or you can make if you're that strong. And then you're gonna need a potting soil. You can find this also at a nursery, or you can find it under the tree branches. Today we decided to go for seedlings, just a jug of water, and just a bit of tools. Today I've got this tool. The first thing you do is you're gonna take your plastic, make sure that when you put it inside, it doesn't stick outside. And then you grab your spotting soil with the ties or that's the red zawudi, and then fill it up. As we know, we need some water. We need some water, madi. Okay. So we are doing this to what shells tukunyana, kushelza on the side. Yeah, zibonara zuchinga zudzura zawudi. Just remember that this needs fresh air and sunlight and obviously water. So in about 6 to 8 weeks, you're gonna have a beautiful spinach. If you're worried that you're gonna have a problem with birds eating your seedling, you just need a bottle of 2-liter cool drink. You just cut it at the bottom end, and then you just place it on top, and then it protects it. All you need to do now is just water it and watch it grow. This is Raps Bafui. Not making music, making a garden in a box. That's what's up.
Yes, I've always thought a dump is just that, a dump. But I'm learning a landfill site like this one is quite complex and very scientific in design. Let's check it out. Now, you are the manager at this Msunduzi Municipal Landfill site. You also are a mentor at the Youth for Waste program. Tell us all about that really briefly.
And the Department of Environmental Affairs, which is the steward for best environmental practices, has approached various municipalities to capacitate the youth in terms of understanding what waste is, what the impact on the environment is, and so on, with a view to preserving a clean and healthy environment. We've got waste education officers that are part of the program that have visited business and citizens with the view to changing their mindsets on how they view waste, what is best practice, and so on. Our future view is to establish a materials recovery facility where we will take all of this material, sort it and recycle it so that we don't have to landfill. All of the data that's captured here, and we will be going through the Weybridge office where the data is actually captured live, will inform us on what sort of programs you can put in place in terms of advanced material recovery processes, which the municipality is busy with engaging in partnership studies and so on. We plan on establishing this materials recovery park that will reduce the waste that goes to landfill.
Quickly tell us how the mentees are involved in this process.
We've got landfill assistants that are trainees. The idea is to capacitate them in terms of various waste types, the categories, the tariffs and so on. So we've got 5 assistants on the landfill site, and we've mentored them in those specific categories. We've got Weybridge controllers that would have imparted knowledge on exactly how to capture the waste and so on. And when we go into the Weybridge office, you'll see exactly how that's done.
All right, so Cyril, I see Butimdu is operating the cameras, Mam Nomawe too, and Sistembega, they're busy with the data capturing. Just explain to us what exactly happens in this office.
Okay, Lerato, in order for us to effectively manage waste, we've got to quantify it so we know what we're dealing with and what processes need to follow that. And this office is central to that function.
Right.
Right, and the computers that you see are strictly here for data capture. We've got weighbridge controllers that are trained in classifying waste, attaching billable tariffs to it, and so on. The points of inspection that you've seen, firstly from the outside, is a physical inspection.
Right.
And then we've got an oversight camera that will be your second point of inspection. That's what Ndu is responsible for, is to confirm that we are not receiving any waste that we shouldn't be receiving. For example, tires are not allowed on site and medical waste is not allowed. So typically what you see here is a vehicle on your weighbridge. The waste category will be confirmed by the 2 points of inspection, right, and the data is recorded on a fully automated system that is built to an account system.
You check first what's on the truck, and if you don't understand what's on the truck, you come to us and you ask us.
Then what you do?
Uya-check ukuthi ikuphi okuningi, whether kuyinhlabathi noma kuwamaphepha. Uma kuwukuthi inhlabathi eningi, uyahamba utshela u-operator ukuthi no, amaphepha amancane inhlabathi eningi.
Okubalulekile ukuthi mhlawumbe imoto mayimela sihambe soyiphenqa udoti ukuthi umuphi udoti nalokho asitshela kona ukuthi mesitshela simbhilive.
Yes, ukuze ni-verify ukuthi ngempela kuyilowo doti ngempela yilawo.
And you use number plates of the trucks as the recognition factor. Okay.
And that identifies who the account user is, so we know whose account to debit, and that is used to determine what the charge.
Careful, sihlangana with a young lady who has really changed her life by being part of this program. So don't change the dial. Siyabuya khona manje.
My name is Tamba Tabuma. I'm from a small little town in Zim called Mutare. I moved to South Africa about 10 years ago. I had a friend of mine who offered me a job in Cape Town. I had a strong desire for a long time to have a business that specializes in recycling stuff or upcycling waste and making it into products and that people can use every day. I tried a bit in Cape Town. When that didn't quite work out, I moved to Joburg to try to make the dream alive. Initially, when I started, I would go out into the CBD by the taxi ranks at night. And I'll jump into those big bins, at night, because it's easy at night because there's hardly any people in Joburg and it's like the streets are empty. What I've done now, which has worked, is the ladies that cook by the taxi ranks, I pay them like per bag that they collect for me. I pay about 2 rand per bag, so which kind of creates an income for them and it makes it easier for me to collect larger amounts. But I've got a production unit, a place that actually manufactures most of my bags and stuff like that. It's been a journey. So when I started off on the streets in Joburg, and then I got a place at a market in town at the sheds at One Fox, and then eventually I came to this place, 27 boxes, in Melville. So I've been here for a year. Business is good. Obviously there's challenges up and down, trade, the usual challenges with business. But I think for the future, we're trying to, keep on growing, maybe go more in corporate gifting, corporate partnering world. The biggest challenge was courage, actually having the courage to actually get into it, having the faith in myself to actually go. This is a traditional business where it's mostly self-funded. And the good thing about the business though is that most of our products, we don't use much money to make them, to be honest. You just need a sewing machine and hands and your ideas. I would say for young people that artistic or want to venture into this, I'll say, go into it wholeheartedly. Yeah, I mean, it's got its challenges, but it's also got its rewards, And also at the same time, you're actually serving the planet, because the planet that we have, it's the only one that we have, and it's finite, and we don't always do a good job of taking care of it. So, I think it's for a good cause.
It's amazing what people can do when they tap into their creativity. Manje ke sise Newcastle, sizohlangana noSis Phumzile, who has background in environmental science, and with that she grabbed an amazing opportunity via the Youth Jobs in Waste program. Awusihlangane naye ke.
Ngikhulele la eNewcastle eMadadeni section 6. I studied environmental sciences at TUT. From then ngabuya back home. I went further ngaya FET College, Amajuba FET College, and I studied boiler making. I got a health and safety certificate with NOSA. When I started degree program Lena, it was scary for me. They said, you the supervisor. So now I'm supervising 16 people whom I've never met. So it was quite scary. We went on to door-to-door campaigns, so we interacted with the community. Igama lami nguPhumzile wakwaButhelezi, ngihamba noLindane wakambatha noSweetness wakumkwela. Sithunywe umasipala ukuthi sizoxoxisana nani namhlanje. So ngizoshiya koza kwethu ukuthi banichazele ngaloko esize ngakho.
Uma ngingabekisa nje ngisho nje ukuthi udoti kahle kahle uyaye uhlukaniswe.
Landfill site assistance, it's mostly overseeing everything that happens within the landfill site. The cars coming in, we make sure we've got a data capturer there that captures at the weight bridge. When a car comes in and you know how much waste is coming in and how much waste is actually leaving the landfill site. We do all those things. We've got the landfill site assistants, mainly the boys that are involved in the composting. It's merely everything, all the garden refuse that comes in, dilizwa laphaya. At the back, the machinery that you see outside, tree branches and things like that, then it's turned from time to time until ibe in a condition yokuthi sengakwazi ukuthi isebenziseke. I think what I mostly learned, the fact that I'm really now able to work under pressure. 7 months later, Gatoli promotion. Currently, I am district supervisor, supervising two districts. That is 7 municipalities. Basically, into esiyenzayo is to make sure ukuthi supervisor ama timesheets abo asubmitwe on time, ama reports wabo asubmitiwe and they are correct. Mele ama supervisors are provided with ama recycling stats. So those stats are very important in order to find out are we having a good impact on the community or things are still the same, which I've actually noticed in Newcastle. We're actually doing quite well. We've now have obaba abathizeni or imizi thizeni that are actually doing recycling. They collect all those things and they take it to Impila. Since fortunately for us, we've got quite a number of recyclers, so to speak. The project Lena has done so much, I would say, for almost all of us. Segulula for Mina to do quite a number of things. Sengikwazile ukuthi ngikhule ngize ngakhe a house, which is huge for me. I'd like to start my own company and do something similar to this, just mostly dealing with recycling, you know, and youth development.
Opportunities lie in places that we could have never, ever imagined. But it's up to us to grab those chances when they present themselves. What's also great is seeing young people really taking the environment seriously. And I hope through PHAKISA, the youth of Mzansi will start taking environmental wellness to heart. Until next week, I'm your host, Lerato Za. Mzansi, let's keep the cycle going.